seeing you going higher and higher. Nothing bad will happen to you. I'm seeing promotion coming on your way.
I receive.
I'm seeing a crown on your head.
I receive.
This is my gift to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Presidential Press Secretary George Charamba said in a statement, retired General Constantino Chiwenga and long-serving State Security Minister Kembo Mohadi were appointed as Mnangagwa's deputy.
In Psalms 33 verse 9, Bible says, "For he spoke and it was done." It was a prophetically charged atmosphere on Monday the 4th of November 2016 during a midweek service when Major One Prophet Bushiri located a man in the VIP section of the church and released a prophetic word. His first words to this man was to assure him of God's divine protection against his assailants.
No weapon formed against you shall prosper. I'm seeing arrows against you, but none of them shall prosper.
Thank you.
I'm seeing somebody holding a spear, targeting that man.
He speaks of the exaltation God was about to bring into the life of this man and said as a minister of state in Zimbabwe, God was about to promote him.
I'm seeing you going higher and higher. Nothing bad will happen to you. I'm seeing promotion coming on your way.
I receive.
I'm seeing a crown on your head.
I receive.
He confirmed that indeed he was working as a minister of state in Zimbabwe.
Are you working at the moment? Are you working at the moment?
Yes, I am.
Huh?
I'm working, yes.
Oh, as a what?
As a minister of state.
As a minister of state?
Yes.
In Zimbabwe?
In Zimbabwe, yes.
In Zimbabwe.
Prophet Bushiri gave him his mantle and congratulated him, signaling his elevation in government and assured him of God's protection and divine favor.
I'm seeing a crown on your head. This is my gift to you. When you live here, you're gonna meet divine favor that you have never seen.
Thank you, man of God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On the 23rd of December 2017, Kembo Mohadi's name was on the list of Zimbabwe's new president, Emmerson Mnangagwa, as one of the vice presidents of the country in the new administration.
Presidential Press Secretary George Charamba said in a statement, retired General Constantino Chiwenga and long-serving State Security Minister Kembo Mohadi were appointed as Mnangagwa's deputies in the ZANU-PF party with immediate effect.
In Zimbabwe's constitution, there is a provision of 2 vice presidents appointed by the president. The position of vice president is designated as first and second, which reflects their position in the presidential order of succession. Quite interestingly, at the time God was speaking through his manservant, Major One Prophet Bushiri, men were using their own understanding. Former President Robert Mugabe launched a scathing and a sarcastic attack of the prophecy released to Kembo Mohadi.
My elections are good. I'm a first run girl, Gajira. I'm going to put my body down, so now I change it. What is that, Coco? The county. Do they even the Son of God, the Duke. Can you please go here? You will man what I agree with him. You will have a vice president. President Kanwanda, zilitawili zilikuona zilikusema jiwe ndiza ogovaira kuti uchatora nhaka yenu zanu ndiye ukuru.
The entire parliament of Zimbabwe was plunged into pandemonium as members of parliament expressed sarcastic views about the prophecy of Kembo Mohadi.
I think with the full house that we have this afternoon, Mr. Speaker, I thought it would be opportune for this house to proffer our congratulations to Honorable Mohadi for the prophecy that he received. And I would like to congratulate Honorable Mohadi. Thank you.
Honorable Maridadi, this is not order. This is not a house of jokes. And I'll ask you to withdraw that statement.
Mr. Speaker, I don't know whether I should withdraw the prophecy or the congratulations, because the prophecy came from a man of God. I withdraw the congratulations, but the prophecy, Mr. Speaker, I do not have the power to withdraw, because the Bible says, touch not the man of God. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
In Deuteronomy chapter 18 verse 22, scripture says, if the prophet speaks in the Lord's name, but his prediction does not happen or come true, the Lord did not give that message.
I'm seeing promotion coming on your way. I'm seeing a crown on your head.
Note carefully the elements of the prophecy. The prophecy was given in November 2016. 13 clear months, the prophecy has come to pass, which brings into scope Deuteronomy chapter 18 verse 22. Note also that there was no sign of change of leadership of the country since there was an existing president and his deputy. Therefore, for Major One, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri to speak a word into the future of Kembo Mohadi certainly meant it was a divine message from God. It is also worthy of note that Kembo Mohadi at the time of the prophecy was a minister of state, and promotion as spoken of by Major One, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, will not mean nothing less than a presidential or a vice president position that awaited him.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The House of Parliament of Zimbabwe attacked and made jokes of the prophecy. In 2 Chronicles chapter 36 verse 16, Bible says, but the people mocked these messengers of God and despised their words. They scoffed at the prophets until the Lord's anger could no longer be restrained and nothing could be done. This prophecy is enough proof not to attack servants of God, lest God's anger visit with no remedy.
I'm seeing promotion coming on your way. When you live here, you're gonna meet divine favor that you have never seen. I'm seeing promotion coming on your way. When you live here, you're gonna meet divine favor that you have never seen.
Today, Kembo Mohadi has assumed the reins of the highest position of Vice President of Zimbabwe, representing the crown and the promotion God has spoken through Major One, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, in the prophecy.
I'm seeing you going higher and higher. Nothing bad will happen to you. I'm seeing promotion coming on your way. I'm seeing a crown on your head. I'm seeing you going higher and higher. Nothing bad will happen to you. I'm seeing promotion coming on your way. I'm seeing a crown on your head. I'm seeing promotion coming on your way. I'm seeing a crown on your head.
Presidential Press Secretary George Charamba said in a statement retired General Constantino Chiwenga and long-serving State Security Minister Kembo Mohadi were appointed as Mnangagwa's deputies in the ZANU-PF party with immediate effect.
As founder and president of the Enlightened Christian Gathering, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri wishes to congratulate the new leadership and the people of Zimbabwe for allowing the will of the Lord to prevail. Indeed, you can question 1 + 1, but not the answer.